Hello and welcome to part 48. Maybe 49. I will double check and the little dragon will tell you. 48 I think. I lose track. You should know that by now. Okay, so today it's going to be more landscaping today. We are going to detail the front of this, we're going to detail the back of it, and we're going to add in some more land at the back of the quad, and hopefully if we have time, which I think we will, we're going to do the path that runs down the back of the quad all the way to the front to the boathouse. But first I'm going to detail this. Last week I explained how I do my detailing. It is essentially just throwing blocks in random places. If you're not sure, go back and check, because I'm going to do most of this off screen. I have had a request to do it off screen, thank you very much. If I do it on screen, it will probably take me about an hour to do this front bit, an hour to do the back, so that's 2 episodes just for detailing. You don't want to see all that, so I'm going to cut it. So the way I do the landscaping is I just throw blocks in random places all over it. I throw cobblestone all over it, and then I throw deep slate all over it, then a bit of dirt, and then a bit of tuft, or what is that I've got? The dead bubble coral block, which makes a good texture block for landscaping, because it's a nice in between of stone and cobblestone. Yeah, so I'm going to go and do that now. So next time you see this will be all done and detailed. If you're not 100% sure how I did it, check out last week's episode. I go through it all there. If you're still not sure, leave me a comment and I will go through it again. It's not a problem, I don't mind. Okay, so we're going to detail this now, so I will be back in a moment for you, a couple of hours for me. I'm going to do this front bit and this front bit only for now. See you in a few. And voila! See how quick that was? It didn't take me an hour. It took me about 25 minutes, so an hour was a slight exaggeration. Either that or I'm just getting really practiced at this now. I've done this countless times. So, as you can see, I've made a mess there, which is great. I've also messed up this bit at the bottom a little bit more. I set off a bit of TNT and just plugged in the holes with a bit of dirt because it looked a bit too neat. It still kind of does. So let's mess up this line a little bit. So that's essentially what you've got to do, just got to make a mess. Oops. Go, so I said the messier, the better. It makes it look a little bit more nut. So that looks alright, that. Again, I'm not going to over worry about this corner, although I appear to have gotten a bit carried away there, because some more landscaping is going to come in at a later date and it's going to take a bit of chunk off that. But it'll probably just make the landscaping look a little bit more natural. There is one slight change I would like to do to the boathouse while we are here. Do we have cobblestone slabs? Yes, we do. Right, what I want to do is just put some on the end there, bring it out by 3. Then under. This is what my friend Centaur has done, and it does look good. And we're going to come under again. Aye. Let's see, it just makes it look that little bit more natural. So we're going to do the same on this side. I'm going to bring it out by 3 each time. Well, boat was in my way. And again. And what we can do is we're just going to add a couple more boats, just one. Can we put them on that one? Yeah, we can. So we can put them about like so. I know the messy centaur's going to tell me off for being messy with them. It looks a bit better. Right, let's just carve it out a little bit. There we go. Put a bit of a curve on it. Yeah, I like that. Those lily pads, I don't know if you have seen them, but the lily pads are a path to a second boathouse and the Hogsmeade train station and the Hogwarts Express. There are tutorials for those. I might go show you those at the end if we have the time. But for now I want to focus on this landscape and get this done. So now we are going to detail all of this, which will probably take a little bit longer than 25 minutes. I think a cup of coffee is in order. Okay guys, so same again. Throw your stuff everywhere. Cobblestone, gravel, deep slates, wherever you want. You can use diorite, though personally I wouldn't because it's a bit too harsh. It's great adding a little bit for a little bit of texture because of that bit of depth, but I wouldn't overdo it. But if that's what you want, you can do it. It's your build, do it however you want. And I will see you guys in a moment. Well, and we're done for that side. That side did take quite a bit longer than 25 minutes. I have added some diorite in there as well, as it does give it a little bit more depth, I find, and I have put diorite along this side so it only felt right that I had to continue it. I put some more of the bubble coral, the dead bubble, along this side as well. Don't worry about these lines because they're going to be turned into a path anyway soon. Yep. Make sure you make it messy where it joins, where it starts coming out here, so you gradually getting rid of the stone. I've put some messy lines in there, and yeah. Right, so let's get on to this bit. We're going to focus on this bit here. There's a path that goes from that door to the corner and all the way down and round. So we're going to at the very least start it. So for our equipment, we are currently going to need grass, with the grass block. We also want the villager dirt block as well. The path. There it is. Dirt path. I'm going to want some of that. And let's grab some stone just in case. don't think we're going to need it, but better be on the safe side. Some cobblestone stairs and some cobblestone. Again, I'm not 100% certain we're going to need it, but might as well grab it now while we're here. I think that is everything. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to start on this doorway. Make sure it's all nice and neat underneath, which we are, except for here. We're going to remove the excess. Like so. I think we'll put some cobblestone stairs in the top bit there. And we shall see on the rest. Oops, where's the dog? There it is. Oh. Right, so we're going to bring this out on the diagonal at the end of this path, this doorway here, and on this I'm going to bring it out about 10 blocks. Doesn't have to be exact, but roughly that. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same on this side, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 10. And you're going to fill this in between with the villager dirt path. So just finish it off so you've got a nice line. Voila! Right, we are now going to get the grass block and we're going to draw a line all the way across, pretty much with the cobblestone that we just removed. Want to give it a bit of, don't want too much in there, keep the same line, there we go, and then we're going to add the village dirt path to it. How many do we add? Is it 2 or 3? It's 2. So if we go for the, whoops, a daisy, 1, 2. That's as far out as you want to come. Remove these. Keep that one. All the way to the end. Curve in a little bit there. Oops. Because people will come round from the down there and then along here. Do I fill that bit out a bit? Yes, let's just add a little bit more in there. Fill in the blanks. And then add a grass block to the edges of it. go. Okie dokie. So I'm referencing on the Xbox here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come down and under one. We're also going to come in a block. So that's grass, that's dirt. Coming in there. Same on that side. We're going to stick out there like that. And we're going to pull this out by 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of them bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fill the middle in with the path, the villager path. Hey! Okay, I want to put it underneath there as well. It takes away that light. That's better. There we go. So, if we need to go a little bit further in yet, so we're going to do the same again. We're going to make it a little bit more narrower again, which is what we want. We want it to get narrower and narrower. And we're going to come out by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call that 8. So start with the grass block. It's directly underneath that one. Or not directly, it's in between them, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get rid of the excess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And fill it in with the dirt. The villager path. Go. Right, so now we're going to come down and under again. Drawing it in one block, but we're going to start changing direction. So what we're going to do for the time being, I'm just going to fill it all in with dirt. And then drag it until it meets this wall. Fill that in there. We will replace that with a dirt path in a moment, do not worry. Okie dokie, and then just bring that out until it meets there. Okay, so I didn't bring that out enough. Well, I can just easily alter it that way, like so, because no path is straight. Even if they try and make them straight, they're not straight. There we go. try and keep the two in the middle. Our path will only be 2 wide from now on. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw this all the way across. Where it gets a little bit different and a little bit fiddly for me. So I'm used to digging this out rather than building it in. So we can take a little bit more off that. What to do now is go down and under, pull it out by 1. So we've got a 1 step down. Like so. Okay. And we're going to pull that out like that there. Let's have a look what we've got under here. So we want to pull that out by 1, same there. Same, bring it all the way around. Except for there, we stopped there because, as I say, this is where we're going to start getting fiddly. It's a bit different. Again, your landscape, it doesn't have to match this exactly. Don't want it too neat after all, do we? Right, so where are we? I think we will fill this in here. Oops. We're going to fill that in there. Again, you can add a little bit, make it rough. Or better have the village path a little wider this way. Yeah, that looks better. Right, so pull this out. We're not going to go any deeper than this on this side. that there for the time being. In fact, no, we'll do that now. I'm just going to wander and outline like we have been doing. This is the last one. Yep. So now fill in all this bottom bit with grass. There we go. Now again, you can mess it up a little bit more if you wish to, add bits of stone and blocks and stuff like that. Let's just add a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but from what I can tell from the pictures of the model, it is mostly greenery here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of bone meal. I do like the bone meal. This will give the appearance of weeds with the odd flower. Don't want to overdo it. There we go. I think that'll do fine. If you want, you can take out the flowers. It should probably be a bit better to do that. Not a garden, we do want some weeds, so just add a bit more in there, and then we'll take out the flowers. Unless you want to keep the flowers, again, it's your build, your choice, do it the way you want it. Here we go, and that's that side done. So now, this side we're going to worry about at a later date. What time are we on? Let me check my times. Okay, we've been going for about half an hour, so that's good. So we're going to start. Now this is fiddly, I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a little bit tricky. So we are on level 66. Now my levels might be different to your levels because Minecraft had an update a little while ago where it increased height, and the lower levels it increased all its height levels. So from now on, if you've started this world after I started it, then you'll started on something like -60. So you're probably on around about 0 roughly now. So we're just going to have to use a little bit of math. So we are on number 66. Bear with me. Oops. Wrong buttons. And we go all the way down to, I think it's level 15? Yep, 15. So that gives us a total of 51 levels to play with. So ideally we want to drop the path to this corner. We want it to go roughly halfway. So let's just get a random block, something that stands out nicely. We're going to go for the purple. And we're going to go for, say, there. We're going to aim for that. What level is that on? 42. So we're at 66, 42. That gives us 24 levels to play, which is round about right. We had 50 odd, so yeah. Again, you don't have to be exactly there, but you want to be roughly there. So now we're going to get our dirt path. We're going to pull it out a little bit more. We'll pull it out by 3 levels. Again, we're going to keep it 2 blocks wide, like so. This is where you will have to remove some of your landscaping that you've just done. But you are also going to have to come out a little bit. I'm going to try and go slow for you. Make sure you come out as well a little bit, because as you get lower it is going to come further out. So we'll start coming out in twos. Okay, we want to come down, start coming down a bit lower. So I'm going to stay in twos and see where that brings us. I think this might work for us. I'm hoping I've made sense of this. You just gotta work with it the best you can. Again, it doesn't have to be neat or in line. Okay, so I'm going to pull that out by, I'm going to pull this one out by 3. Then 3. Okay, I'm going to go down one more block. There we go. So we are on level 41. So we've gone from 66 to 41. Just knock out bits of landscaping that you might find is in the way, because it is a narrow path. What we're going to do is we're going to walk down it. So we take away you, grass, well, grass. Don't want our students knocking themselves out, do we? There we go. Okay, so the same as what we did before, we're going to add one more to the end of it, and that's going to be the grass block. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to box it in and then detail the boxing that we do. It won't take long because it's only a small outcrop. So essentially we're just going to bring it down until it meets our path, our walls. Just makes it look a little bit more steeper. Again, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. As we say, the messier the better. Okay, so now we need to detail that wall the way that we've just done. So throw your cobblestone over it, your deep slate over it, and anything else that you've added to your landscaping. So I'm going to detail this off screen. I'm going to cut it. It won't take long because it is only a very small area. So I'll be back in a few. And we're back. That took virtually no time at all. So if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of bone meal about for your weeds. Put some on the ends there, like so. Get away with the odd flower. Because it is exposed to the elements, isn't it? So you are going to get weeds. Weeds get everywhere. Weedy. I'm going to take out those flowers. They're really odd on the own. Right, so now we're going to take the path down that way, but we're going to come out in further stretches because it's got a long way to go with that one. So we are on number 41. We want to go as our purple block. Just want something random really, just so you can use your markers. So we want to really start levelling it off around about towards the end of the Great Hall, I think. I think that's the way I did it on this one. So bear with me, let me get into place. I need to add more deep slate in there. I've used too much on one end. Never mind. Right, so that is on 39. Doesn't matter if you're out by a block or two or a level or two. And we start coming to the ends roundabouts at the big window. So where's our big window? There's our big window. So let's just follow our basic line down, and we're going to put that there. So ideally that's where we want to be meeting the floor. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter if you meet over there or over there. So we're going to do the same again. Because we want it to go a little longer, we're going to keep it in fours, I think. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then drop it down. Keep going with the balls. Oops, it would help if I stopped poking holes in the rest of it. move bits out your way. Make sure you come out as well. One extra won't hurt. Oh look. One, two, three. That's got in the way there. Okay. See, I've lost my rhythm, I've confused myself now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that there because we've come out quite a bit there, haven't we? Yes, we have. That's why it's got one. We've come out 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Right, okay, so we're on floor level now. Right. No harm in letting your path go a little bit wider here. I'm going to stop there for now because I'll get carried away and go over that way just yet. I want to finish this bit off first. So do the same thing that we've just done. We're going to add a grass block to the edges of it all. And then we're going to box it in the same way we did the back. Oh, chicken. Okay, right, so let's get rid of that. It was only an estimate anyway. So box it in like we did the back bit and then detail your box. Okay, so again, just detail your path. We're going to add a little bit of bone meal to it because, well, why not? I do like it. I'm going to detail it after we're finished because I'm running out of time. So with me doing that off screen, I can do that at any other time. I want to get the path finished at the moment, so I won't detail that just yet. Right, so with this path, let's take it a little bit further. 1, and then we're going to pull it out 1 that way. I'm going to pull it out there like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a shovel. So it's going to be a little bit easier than taking it all out and replacing it with dirt. So we've dropped down a level again, and then we're going to come out 1. Again, doesn't matter if it's neat. I'm saying that because I've made a boo-boo there and I don't want to fix it just yet. We're going to come out again. And again. Okay, so we might need to get rid of that there. We're going to have to come out a little bit, otherwise we're going to bang our heads as if we're actually going to walk this path. Come out again. In that way a bit until you are level with the doorway that's been overgrown a little bit. Wow, it looks good now. And there's our path. You can make it a little bit wider if you wish to. I've probably cut too much off the landscaping and the edges there, so you can fill that in a little bit more if you wish to. Yeah. So I say all that needs to do now is to detail that. So I'm going to go do that now very quickly. And we're done. So as you can see, it's given it that little bit of added steepness. It's taken away some of our lines and it looks a lot more like a natural cliff to me. Well, it certainly does to me. And that's our path done. Excuse me. So this side is complete. It's done. That's it for this side. And the back of the Great Hall is also done. I think we're looking pretty darn good. Considering we're not using any commands or any cheats or any stuff like that, I think it's great. Every block has been laid by hand. So again, this is landscaping. They can swoop down. Whoosh. These walls will need extending. But that's for another time. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that for a little while yet. So I think we've got this bit looking great. So next week, we're going to start on the quad courtyard, which will take 1, maybe 2 episodes. I am trying to, with a bit of fast forward, we might get it done in one episode. We shall see. And then we're going to move on to some secret rooms. If you've been following the live streams, you're going to know what those secret rooms are by now. But if you're not, it's going to be secret. So next time, Quad Courtyard, 1, maybe 2, and some secret rooms. Sorry, I like flying around and looking at it. It looks brilliant. It will look even better when we get the water in and the more landscaping here and the bridge over there. But it's coming together rather nicely. So that's it for me this week. I hope you had fun. It's taken me quite a while to do that. Hopefully it won't take you guys that long, but I suspect it will. That's it. So, take care of yourselves and like and subscribe.